Right, so today we are going to be opening the back doors because we've got some removals to do. We're losing this one, we're losing that lot, and we have a dressing table that's going to come alongside the desk. Desk is staying. So the dressing table is going to come in here and it's going to come to about this mark here. So that gives us our long work surface and display surface. And then across the top of here will be the piece of board which makes the tabletop, for when people come in off the shop that's outside, then come in and pay inside, and have a little space in here where they can sit and pay. And this will be all be boarded off, the bed be boarded off, that'd be boarded off, and that'd be obviously an open space so people come in and out when those doors are open. Obviously it can still have a door later, but right now we're just trying to make it so I have a practice working with this space here, which means getting in and out of bed. I'll be going in this bit here. I can have all this boarded up so I can have a TV on that wall so I can sit in bed and it'll all be nice and dark with all the boards around, and have a TV to watch in bed. And hopefully then we can also have extra electric batteries or something to come under the bed. Also under the bed, from accessing the outside, we can put the gazebo in if needed until I can get the over the top awning on, and there'll be space to store stock and things and everything on walls and everything. But also this means that the height of this desk, all this would be clad in that beautiful Canadian cedar colour, which is what I love. And then obviously I can make this more into a much more log cabin-y look, and this isn't as high under the windows. We can get proper windowsills in and boxes around and things like that, and basically not have so much stuff. Obviously when I put this in, this was about living in this full time. I had all my worldly goods in it. I don't need to carry this much stuff, this much clothes and everything. We can use a bungalow for that and just minimise even more. I've learnt to minimise and use my clothes even less. Same with this. So we're just going to get it all out, get the other desk in, the dressing table in, trial that, sell this, which will go obviously repay it and put some more funds into the box for some wood, or for fitting the diesel heater which needs doing. We can get a better look. Obviously it's going to be lower down for the cats to look at the window, but hopefully I'll be able to sort out this top bit and rethink this and rebuild this so that they can actually, see better and come out a bit further and things like that. Not quite yet, but again, as ever, I've got to try and practice living and working in this space. This at the moment is wasted space. The drums have been getting cold. I had cold drums stored on here, but wrong time of year for them to be sat in here. They get cold, they get damp, and they lose their sound and everything. And also they can be stored in the bungalow. Later on they'll be stored up high in other places and everything else like that. But I'll actually sort of gain a bit of extra working space coming along here by actually having the extra dressing table. So I have to fetch that. It'll be a challenge to go drive to Barnsley for that, so it's something else I've got to learn to do as well. But right now we're going to open these doors, get these items out into the bungalow out the way, and prepare ourselves for picking up the dressing table. Right, so here we go. The one thing I've forgotten about is there's a step here, so when you're going up and in and out of here there's going to be a step. These sides will be staying obviously to help with a bit of the wind at the moment and to protect us from all the leaking. And as you can see, the water actually just comes in from up there, and so I need to basically build within that within that bit of ply. So the ramp's nice and low, nicely carpeted. All this needs rust proofing and everything else, and as you can see the build has got to be that way a bit. We've got to go in a bit. It's at its maximum length. We may have to lose a couple of inches off the toilet area and go that way a bit so I can build in, or blank this off. Might be alright actually, just by taking those slats off and putting a bit of ply there may work. But obviously I've got to straighten all this up because it's not straight. And then so here, like I say, the next desk will come onto that halfway between that black bit there, which just gives us a step up to look in and pay and everything, and have a little counter that they can step up to. So they'd step up to here. You can come have a look in the shop. So there's actually the two counters are going across there. All this wall, a bit lovely. You can see stock on the windows, around the windows, on the tables. This would be boarded here, so half of this would be boarded, so you can't see into my bed, and there'll be another curtain like that one just to come down in front of it. The four poster section will come fully out like the toilet section, so it'll come out this far. So I've got storage above and the cat space above the bed. And like I say, this is all going to be boarded off and have a nice warm cosy bedroom and get all that insulated properly and finish that insulation off, which is not being done yet. But it's a box within the lorry, so we've got to get all the ceiling done and everything as well. But as you can see, this isn't straight, so all that's got to be straight, and it is just drilled to the bed at the moment, screwed to the bed at the moment, so all this is all temporary, just got to be redone. It was just somewhere to sort of get the cats up out the way and me to have a bit of space to have my bed. Right, so I've just put the cats back in so they can have a see what's going on. As you can see, it's a lot clearer, and you can imagine what it's going to be like with the desk going this low, with those windows a lot brighter and windowsills and things going on. It's going to look so much nicer and not so crowded to have that huge thing in your face. And obviously it gives room, like I say, then to have some overhead stuff going on as well. Just in a stinky, thanks very much, Spirit. So yeah, so just having a look. My job now, obviously, because I've lost that huge 4+2 drawers for all my clothes and towels and that in, I'm gonna have to sort through all these bits in this desk, declutter, because there's only gonna be 3 or 4 drawers in the dressing table for me to put sort of, you know, clothes in and changes of clothes in for me, just my little travels and everything. And I'll have to get boxes under the bed and things for more clothes storage and the overhead cabinets and God knows whatever. I don't obviously, I mean, I wear my same clothes a lot anyway, typical sort of van life and camping stuff. But I've got to now decide to sort of declutter this desk, which I haven't done yet. So that's a big job waiting on. Because it was raining so much overnight and this morning, I have managed to get things empty now, and I had said to the person about collecting the dressing table, I'll go tomorrow rather than today, which gives me a bit of time to sort these things out. I've just plugged in, obviously I've got this stench I need over that side, so it's going to strangle myself. But yeah, so this is now we're just testing it out, trying living in this, see if the cats can actually still get up to their windowsill, but obviously they cannot travel because they haven't got their big counter to sit on, so they're going to have to learn to go up there. So I've been put some pillows and extra fluffy blankets up there to try to encourage them to sleep up there, or they may even go on my bed. I just put pillows both sides so I can also learn to sit on that as well a bit more as well, because that's supposed to be double settee. It does come out quite wide, but like I said, that is my luxury. The bed was my luxury. I wanted a 3-foot bed. I'm loving it. It's room for me and the cats. I don't want to go back down to a 2-foot or 2'6" one, which was an option to give me more space in here, but it'd be fine. So I'm just going to play around with a few bits and get some ideas and do some designs and, you know, get an idea where I want things and how to build things. I mean, the framework's quite simple to do. So normal CLS sort of framework onto this, which can obviously have the framework for the top for the cats, the bed space, maybe a bit of stuff going over the top of the door, and a door frame, and obviously, you know, a framework down this side as well, so I can board this bit off so we actually have an enclosed end bed there. And like I said, that's for my dark space to put the TV and that in, so it doesn't get disturbed by all the light from the window, and it's also a lot cozier. And obviously I have that choice to sleep either way round with this bed, so I can also put my head in that end if it's a real bright day and I want to have, you know, a dark space in my head. This is, like I say, a multi-ended bed. It's like a day bed. I just sleep this end at the moment because that's the way I'm preferring it, but also when you're on a slope I can obviously choose which end I'm going to go, so I'm not actually I've got my head going downhill. So anyway, I'm just going to let these cats settle. I'm going to get on with clearing this desk out and see how far I get. Right, that's the first one done. Just driven to Barnsley in hope, I mean, geez, I've lost a few things off the side. I better move those cups actually. Driving like a van, lovely. She's running away a little bit with me. The revs are a bit high, especially in the second. And I'm not using the handbrake, that stops as well. It's a bit sort of scary when she's sort of quite keen to go. But nice drive. I'm going to try and head to Worsborough now and see if I can get a park up in there, the space. If not, I'll just head home. But dressing table's on board. Let's see if we can get back now safely. Well, I am well chuffed. We've managed to get our horse box parking slot right up on the Trans-Pennine Trail. We have Wigfield Farm on the right. We are literally got walks everywhere on the trail, and Worsborough Mill over the way. The cats are going to love it here. What a wonderful treat for them, and we can stay overnight here as well. So happy. So we're going to test this out and see where we can go. Oh, Miss Chief's happy. Look, there's little wren just outside. Oh, look at that little wren just outside the window. And a robin. Oh, this is going to be a perfect place. So we've got Wigfield Farm just through there. Obviously you can see this is Chief's wheel window, so she's happy. I've got to tidy up the pram and sort that out. I knew about this place, but I didn't know about this place, so that makes sense. This is about 7 miles from home, so it's going to be the perfect place for us to come and stay. Now, okay, so the table, dressing table, I've been putting it the way around, but actually it will go the way I wanted it. So this is actually even better for us. So as you can see here, this is going to make my desk, my table that people come and be served at and have readings. So obviously I can get my chair on this side, as can they get the chair that side. It can travel that way. I've just got the box of bits there at the moment. This will have a wall up here, so they'll be stuck on the wall and things showing off on there. That's on this side. It means that I can now have a tabletop that extends over the top of this, and little legs to actually have, you know, things on display here, and I can hide some of my jewellery boxes underneath there so they can travel there and not fall off. So it doesn't matter about the height difference there, because the whole point was to actually have a stack of boxes and a higher countertop, which still leaves me enough space to, we even have a till under there, having a space to still work at. The chairs, can say, can travel. The chairs, I'm just going to move the radiator into this space at the moment, but by having a top over that, these drawers can open. I mean, obviously I can still have it that way around. I was going to make a top over here that lifts up, so I'm getting it out. May still have to do that, so I clamber over the top. I'll try obviously different options here, but this is really good. I'm liking this. As you can see, people can come in and the chair will be there. They can have a look inside the van without coming further than that space. And like I say, I can do readings. I can have a little shop in here. They can stand there and see everything in this space here. This obviously is going to be really done out nice and tidily, all tongue and grooved and all done posh. And there'll be, like I say, there'll be the cat shelf will come across the top there. Don't think it would be too high. People walk into check the height of that. This is obviously their little ladder that goes up at the moment, but this will, the 4-poster bed would come full height. I suppose the cats will have to come across this way and have some sort of steps or something going down here. Don't know yet. That's all just, you know, whatever. We'll get round to that as we get round to it. That just goes to show how much space I've got in here, and it's not overdoing things at all. I can still get in and out of bed with this space here. Might push the table that way, I don't know. I think we need enough space for people to come and walk in, and obviously there'll still be an opportunity to build a door in there when I can afford it and take all the back off and everything. But at the end of the day, I think we'll make use of that horse ramp, and like I say, have the shop and have it enough off the floor so I can do demonstrations, I can do my talks and everything else. So it'd be handy to have it, and it's an extra bit of security at the end of the day. But yeah, there we go. So Cats have got something else to climb on. They travelled up there lovely. I just opened the door and they travelled up there lovely. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to organise the pram, let's get them out, let's go for a walk and enjoy ourselves. So this is where we're at. Beautiful park up, there's the farm. Tracks absolutely everywhere, we're going to explore in a minute. If we don't get run over by the electric vehicles. Right, we're off. We've just had a little stop. We've just come down the one straight road. There's actually a load of dog muck down here, which is very disappointing. So just go show they let the dogs off and let them poops anywhere, and especially on the main path. But apparently that way goes to Silstone Common. The other way where the box of the van is we'll do Worsborough Mill and Wigfield Farm, and we'll do that later. Just wanted to get these out with enough space that they can see what's going on if anybody comes. We'll just have a little look in here, won't we, Chief? A bit of fresh air and a bit of hunting. So they'll be happy. Let me sit round the other way. Spirit's off already. Hey, aren't you? Sit on the mat. Got a bit of matchy, Chief, to sit on. Good girl. And I will sit round this way, so they can jump in the pram if need be, like that. And they see dogs coming. Alright, good girl. Good girl. And Spirit can have a little toilet if he needs to as well. Trans-Pennine Trail up Wigfield Farm way. They're both out watching the birdies. So much activity in here. but they've also got to keep an eye out for dogs coming down, so it'll be good practice for them. What a lovely spot. Like I say, there's plenty of better places to go and sit and hide. I just wanted to sort of get them out after them travelling in the van for so long. Got a loose dog coming down here, so I've got to have my wits about me. Chief's happy here. She's playing silly monkeys, aren't you? Are you playing silly monkeys? Are you a happy girl? Are you a happy girl here? Yes. I'm not going to put any solar panel up or anything so they can just see out and enjoy the view at the moment. You see birdies. I'm going to cook my dinner. I'll have to probably take Miss Chief out for a walk on her own later, won't we? I'll get a bit more control. Should have on my shoulder and we'll have a little bit of explore. Let him do the same with Spirit. It's a lot easier than trying to cope with the pram and both of them. Isn't it, babies? Yes. Bird is right outside your window, isn't there? Who's a good girl? Yes, this is too tight. It is too tight. You're okay. You're alright. Yeah, you're a good girl. Of course, that's where Spirit is. Nose in the food bowl. What can you see? Love it here. Absolutely love it here. I'll enjoy exploring later. Good girl, Chief. Organising the back here. I'm going to sit her down and have some to eat, and then I'm going to do some painting. Just put the fire out the way here, you can see. And I'll try and get in and out the bed with that table there and see how much space I need and whether it's going to work that way or not. You can see it's lined up where I expected it to stop there. I'll say plenty of space for a chair there. So it's whether I board off white to this section here or to that section. Probably be this section, so I've got to practice now getting in and out of this bit here. This hardboard in the cat area is falling down through. I'll be a bit careful with that. Got to get some ply on that. I can use that hardboard for pier then. It's lovely though. What a lovely place. It's nice weather as well at the moment. There's a space for one over there as well. Absolutely lovely. The cats are happy, like I said. And we'll go for a bit more individual walks later. Just let them eat and settle down now and realise they're in a nice place. Right, I've just put the dressing table in parallel. Is it called parallel? Or down that one side again, and just put the bit of worktop I got across there to show the space I've got regarding that, and that probably looks a bit better. So at least I can use that as the counter to take money to serve. I can have it so I can get underneath it. This gives me more access to the drawers here, and like I say, I can still put a countertop that's higher on top of that, which allows me to store things underneath to bring it level. I was just laying with bits of wood at the moment. This is just obviously rough bits of wood. There is another one of these available, but I don't think I can. If I fit it in there, then I'm going to be losing the seating space and standing space for people to come up, and I don't really want to do that. This way's a bit better because obviously this can be boarded out up there. It gives me a bit more space. I have a narrower countertop, and I'd probably make that higher. Obviously these are going to be raised, they're higher, so I really want the countertop to be like another sort of 6 inches higher again, which is what we can work with. But yeah, it's just trial and error at the moment, just sort of again seeing how I like it, what I do like, what I don't like. And it's also to actually have the narrower space going in. It gives me more room to move around with the chair. This chair can actually go in now. I can slide that down, excuse me, so I can sit that side. I can also sit that way around as well if I needed to, but not in the day, it's really for that. And that gives me storage underneath there for stock, which is a lot better rather than losing that space down that side. So yeah, those two chairs sit nicely against facing each other there for readings. So we're getting there. Like I said, it's to try an hour now. I've got to put a bit of board in there, block that bit off to see if I can work with that bed. That's get in and out of there okay. Also there's the diesel heater issue, so there's an option there to have a diesel heater under this bit here as well. I don't know where the tank is and where the access is to the floor. So whereas that one, I actually need the chair to go in there, and I can keep my drawers. We've now got a bit of space there to put a diesel heater under there, and I can still have storage space above it. And like I said, this can also be a lift up counter. I quite easily crawl underneath anyway, and put a door on the other side so I can go through it, so it's actually still used as part of the storage. So it's just, I'm just playing, I'm just brainstorming, but it still looks plenty big enough in here, even with that there and this boarded off here. It still looks plenty big enough here and all the way through. At the moment the desk is raised on the wood. Once that was removed, it would be the same height, so that would actually come up parallel with it. Or like I say, I'm going to raise these up as well. Obviously the option is get thinner legs, or to obviously get a different chair in there, but I might be able to cope with going lower again now. Take them off that stand, and then that'll give me more space here to put all my shop stuff, which stays below the windowsill, and then that bit of wall can be clad for putting my shamanic tools on display, and my cat skin and things, and my pipes and everything. So she's had a cat nap. Spirit's still in the van, just there. So we're just bringing her out for a bit of a leg stretch. Clouds look a bit black, don't they? Look down here. There's so many birds, these hedges here. Look down here. That's Wigfield Farm. I think we've got to pay to get into it, but it's free. I think we've got to pay. Don't you? A bit footpath up alongside it. Might be a nice one to go in, or we can go that way. Some goats down here. Sheep, dogs. Can't you? I look down here. So that's your entrance into the Park4night. There's no signpost, you just see the bin. You can see the road goes round past it. I Google mapped it last night, so I thought this must be the way in. And as you can see, come on! The horse box parking is there, then you've got the actual car park here. There are not many car spaces, but obviously you've got Wigfield Farm, you've got all along the road. And if you're going to go Roseborough Mill, they've got a huge car park. It's quite cheap there anyway. Some people walking. Hi, Chief. I'll see some goats in a minute. Which way do you want to go? Do you want to go up here? Go up here. Whoop, whoop. Come on then. Chief, come. Let's go look in here. Chief, come. Come on. There's a pheasant. What's this, Chief? Quick. A pheasant sneaking through off the pathway. Oh, she doesn't go for anything. Come and see, Chief. A nice, there's just birds everywhere, so of course it's full of livestock, so she's got her eyes everywhere. And she'll be jumping on my back if anybody comes near her or a dog comes nearby. That's why I've got my body warmer on. It's just started to rain under these clouds at the moment, so I won't be going far. Oh, look at these goats. Sheep in there. Because I've never actually been into Wigfield Farm. I've been to Roseborough Mill loads of times. Beautiful rainbow. Even Spirit will probably come out and enjoy looking in here. Don't come, Chief. So many animals, she's not to make of it all. And birds everywhere she looks and hears. Come on in. Come on, let's have a look up here. Come on, Chief, this way. I say it's going to pour down on us in a minute. I have to see what's up here quickly. Get a bit of a vlog before it gets too dark and bedtime. Like I said, these two have been on the right old snooze for the last couple of hours. This was typical, because I could have done with a snooze. You're doing alright? Oh, there she is. You take the lead then. Tangled legs. Tangled legs. Good girl. Let's see where she takes us. That rainbow coming out beautiful. It's a double rainbow. They're beautiful. I'll get a picture of that. Well then, let's go. Get on. Go for a walk. Come on. Good girl, go for a walk. Before it gets too wet. Good girl. Oh, what's in there? Go on, go on, see. Go on, what's in? Oh, what's in there? Is there mice in there? No, rain's going to get very, very wet in a minute. You're going to get wet, Chief? You alright getting wet? Oh, what's this? Yeah, go see what you can find. She's off. She's on the hunt for something. Oh, it's not a brilliant track. Very narrow. But gets you a free look at the farm. But it's getting very, very narrow. So that side track got a bit too narrow and muddy. So we've just backtracked and we're just going to go up this way instead. There's the car park with Hope. Chief, come on! Yes, it is raining. But just spotting at the moment. We're going to make a quick run back in a minute. We just want to get a bit of fresh air. There's the goats. Come on, you can look at them after. Chief, we're walking first. Come on, let's go. Chief, come, quick. Whoop, whoop. Oh, it's going to pour down. We'll go back to the van in the dry. This side. This side. This side. The rainstorm's passed, so Miss Chief's has been yowling like crazy at me. Let's come out again. Should have a little look for her. Good girl. It's about 3:30, so we haven't got long before it's going to get too dark. Yeah, dog alert, Chief, be careful. Go watch out for doggies. Spirit's still quite happy to be in there. I can't wait to get her painted, she's going to absolutely cracking. Right. What can you see, eh? Should we go for a walk? Yeah? Geez, this way we go for a walk. What can you see? I just want to hunt in here. We've just crossed over the road because she fancies a walk. She'd just seen the cyclists and was very good. Wanted to stay down and have a... They are. She had stopped to have a chat. This way, tangled legs. Sort your legs out. Tangled legs. Good girl. Come on, we'll go for a walk. Come on then. Good girl, let's go for a walk. Yay, let's go for a walk. Good girl. So I'll try and get a bit of a mileage under her feet. If not, it's not going to be far, but just want to get her to walk as well as not just hunting. And it's a bit safer down here. Chief, come. Come on. You come in. Good girl, come on. Good girl. Good girl. Have a little walk and we'll go back to the van in a minute. She wants to be out. Obviously it's dusk and we'll just see what's down here. Lots of hedgerows for her to hear the birds and everything in. And as you can see, we've got enough sight to see if anything's come in. It's not clear this side as well. The dogs are mucky on the other path. I think Worsborough Mill's this way as well. So I just want to see what the signs are. I think it said like half mile of Worsborough, but I want to see where the track is. Dog alert. Chief, dog alert. Up, 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 up. Good girl. The dog coming, so I'll just put it away a minute. See the top side of Worsborough Reservoir here. I didn't realise when it says the path goes up to Wigfield Farm. It was that close actually. I've walked many a times around the reservoir. It's a beautiful place to walk. And then obviously it's a nice bench to sit on here as well. So what I'm going to do tomorrow, I think, we're going to get the pram out and we'll take... What's down there? We'll take these two for a walk down here, and it's a beautiful sunset. You going down, Chief? You've got a cafe there as well. I'm just going to get a picture of this information thing. Oh, there's your walk over to Wigfield Farm, look. Go through. Just to see what this says here. Chief, this side, darling. Chief, this way. Come, come. This way, good girl. Let's see what this says. It's a nice couple of benches to sit on here. Just get the information. Stay close. Come on. You're okay. You're going up. Knock me out. Alright, so here we go. Trans-Pennine Trail and all the wildlife you can see on it. Probably see kestrels here. A nice picnic area. Right, we're going to go back to the van now, Chief. This way. Let's go back to the van. It's getting a bit dusky. You don't want to go too far, do you? Hey? Go back to the van, Chief. And that path will take us down to Worsborough Mill. You actually pay for Worsborough Mill parking. So it's, how are you doing? Can I take a picture of you there? Good girl. Just going back to the van now. Chief, come on. Bikes. Good girl.